Here to share my loot from my garage sale in these last 2 weeks. So everything I'm going to show you right now, there's 6 items, I got for a total of $1. And at the end of this, I'll explain how I did that. So the first thing that I got was these great throw pillows. There's 2 different ones in here. They've never even been used. That's part of my dollar stash. Then I have a master bathroom where I have a bear knickknacks. I only have maybe 2 or 3, and I wanted a couple more, but I'm not willing to spend, you know, 10, 15 bucks on knickknacks. So I got this cute little bear knickknack, all part of the same dollar. Then I use baskets. Whenever I make people gifts, I always use a basket. And I used to go to Target or to Kmart or to Walmart, and I would buy baskets. Well, I got this cute little basket, and I love this basket. It looks like it has color splats all over it in perfect condition. All part of that same dollar. Then I got a comforter. Now it is not my choice of pattern, but quite honestly, I'm going to use it for the dogs. My dogs have crates that they love, and I like to replace their blankets, and it's easier to buy them at garage sales. This is all part of the same dollar. And finally, this is my cool purchase. These are Canadian Rocket ice skates. They actually are, I mean, they were in the box. They're old, but I bought them because I have a pond. I have a 5-acre pond in my backyard, and people will come over and they will want to skate, and we want to have different size skates. So you can see the skates are in the box. So I got all of that for $1. Now that's not usually what happens. Usually I'll go out and maybe have $10 or $20 and get a lot of great things, but this particular haul was $1. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this video how I got all that for $1, and you're going to hear the tips and you're probably going to say, oh, that's how she did it. So the first thing I want to tell you is you need to make a list when you go to a garage sale. That may sound funny, but when I first started going to garage sales, I would just go and I'd walk around, and you start thinking, oh, this is cute, I like that. Oh, it's only 50 cents. Oh, it's only a quarter. It's only $1. You come home with $20 worth of garbage. And I'm not saying it's garbage, but things that you don't need that are going to get shoved in a drawer, and that they're going to be part of your next garage sale. So you don't want to just go and start like filling up on things that you don't need. Make a list. And actually, one of my neighbors took me, my sister Rebecca and my neighbor Amy both were the first 2 people to take me to garage sales. Amy is the one that told me make a list. She goes every year to the biggest garage sale day in our area, and she had a list of probably 20 items when we went. I think she got about 17 or 18 of them. I was super impressed by that. So the second thing, do not be afraid to leave a garage sale without buying something. I used to feel guilty. I would go and be like, hi, and I'd walk around. I'm thinking, I got to find something to buy from these people. And the problem was, if you stop at, 10, 12 different houses and you don't like anything, you're spending $1 here and $2 here and 50 cents there on stuff you do not want or need. So it's okay to say, thank you, have a great day, or just say something nice and leave. Now, the third thing is, don't be afraid to negotiate. Now, the first time I went with my sister, it was like an estate sale, garage sale type thing, and you're walking through this house, and there was this beautiful blue picture, which I'm looking at over on my shelf right now, and I'm like, oh, I like that. And it said $5 on it, and my sister said, well, what would you like to pay? And I said, what do you mean? It's $5. She goes, no, what would you want to pay? I'm like, I don't know. $1? So she comes back to me, hands me the picture, and said 50 cents. Now, my sister is a master garage sale negotiator. I can't quite go to that level. I would, and I also will say this, I don't think if someone's asking $10 for something, you should offer them 50 cents. This was something where they had a lot of glassware, and she knew more about it than I did. So the 50 cents she knew would be a reasonable offer. And sometimes people will say no. I remember I wanted this thing I didn't need. It was a reindeer that had like light bulbs, a cute little display, and they wanted like $5. I said, I'll give you 3, and she refused to budge, and I left because you know what? I didn't need the reindeer anyway, so it was better that I didn't do it. The fourth thing is, on that list that you have a couple things as a side note that are kind of rare finds. What do I mean by that? Well, these ice skates, for example. I'm not really looking for ice skates, but I know that because I'm out, and you never know what people are going to have. You never know what people are going to put out in a garage sale. I've gotten some crazy things, crazy things. That's for another video. But put some things on there that you really don't expect to find. And then those garage sales where you're struggling, ask them if they might have X, Y, or Z. Like, do you have a pair of ice skates? And that way, especially if you leave with nothing, you don't feel so bad. You asked if they had what you're looking for. They didn't have it, so you're on your way. Plus, it kind of makes you have that eye for that little special thing that you might leave that garage sale with. And finally, you want to know how I got all this stuff for $1. Well, this is a little secret that my sister also taught me. Remember, garage sales come to an end. So for example, and this was not even planned. So in all honesty, these ice skates were $1. Everything else I showed you, the comforter, the 2 pillows, the 2 baskets, and the bear were absolutely free. And it was not like I planned it. Garage sales end usually between 2 and 4 o'clock. And I saw this one garage sale, I'm like, oh, I want to go there. And I didn't have time. On my way back through, she was pulling out a table and I saw she had the free sign. So I turned around, I drove back, I parked my car, and I said, hey, I really had hoped to catch your sale while it was on. I'm like, are you putting out free stuff? And she's like, yeah. So I was chatting with her and I was picking up the things that I liked. Now, I could have left with all kinds of stuff. And I wish my sister was with me, all kinds of kids' toys, but I don't know what's good and bad. It was free. I didn't want to be taking up a lot of her time. But keep this in mind, if you go especially to like development yard sales, what you'll find is at the end of the garage sale, usually within about a half an hour of the end, people will put boxes at the end of their driveway with a free sign or a table with a free sign. And I'll tell you my favorite story of all to end this. I wasn't even a garage saler yet, and I was driving through a little town by me, and as I'm driving, I see a table, and I see the free sign, and I see about 5 or 6 baskets on it. I'm like, oh, me and baskets. I love baskets. So I had to drive about maybe a mile to turn around. I come back, and there's about 15 baskets on the table. So I park my car, and I walk up, and I said, this is wonderful. She goes, oh, take as many as you want. I said, can I take all of them? She's like, oh my goodness, yes, we want them out of the house. The baskets I got a picnic basket, I got a beautiful multicolor woven basket, I got all shapes and sizes, probably about 15 to 17 baskets, absolutely free. So I want you to have fun when you go to these garage sales, but please don't pick up things you don't need. Go with a list. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Don't be afraid to leave with nothing. Have a good time and have some great finds. God bless you and have a great day.